Alright, I'm back, folks. What other intangibles does Backbreaker have? Well, let's start with the foot planning, stopping and changing direction. As you can see here, showing this running back here. But as you can see, stopping and planting your foot, changing direction. The player leaning. Versus had demonstrated this in one of his earlier vids. Player leaning. Planting your foot, changing direction, locomotion right here. And yet, natural motion manages to put all of this in their very first football offering, their first year out. I mean, that's crazy. How is that even possible? That natural motion can do this in their very first year. And yet, Madden, on the other hand, is just now wrapping their heads around this concept, and I'm going to show it in my next clip. Yet another thing I think Backbreaker has going for it, going forward. Something that it got right in its very first offering. But hang in there, folks. I still got more. Alright, I'm back, folks. I've shown this video before in one of my previous vids. But as you saw in the last clip, where I was doing a lot of the leaning, the player leaning, yeah, Madden has it in their game. But look how long it took Madden to get to this point. 2K5 had it. I showed a vid where NFL Fever 2002 had the planting of the foot and changing direction. Look how long it took Madden to get to this point. Why did it take so long for them to get to this point? It just makes no sense. There's just no excuse for it. And yet, natural motion comes out their very first year, and it's in their football title. Locomotion, you know, Madden's new brainchild. Their very first year, they managed to put it in their game. A company out of the UK. You see the planning, you see the player leaning, and that's all well and good that Madden did this. But it took them forever to put this in their game. So you got to give Natural Motion credit for this, man. They put it in their first offering, their very first offering. They just came out with it. They're not selling us football in sections. But hang in there, folks. I still got more. Alright, I'm back, folks. Last but certainly not least, real-time physics. Of course, I couldn't fit everything in this video, so I had to kind of shorten it. But physics, this is something we've been asking EA to do for, at least in this gen, for quite some time. And yet a company like Natural Motion comes out their very first offering and puts real-time physics in their football title. Now, while it's not perfect, it does need some work. It is in the game. Their very first offering, real-time physics in the game, and yet Madden has not been able to put it in any of their football titles. Why is that? What is the holdup? What's taking them so long to implement this into their football titles? I guess one will never know, you know what I mean? But you have to give Natural Motion credit. They managed to put all of these things, the real-time physics, the player leaning, the foot planning, the double hit tackling. They managed to put all of this in their very first offering. So I'm even more curious to see what they can do with a second offering, a third offering, fourth, fifth offering. Hopefully they get the opportunity to do this, because I would really like to see this game prosper. But with that being said, I don't have a whole lot of time. I gotta wrap this up pretty quick. But the intangibles that Backbreaker has, they already have a solid foundation to build upon for the future. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap this up right here. This is Mr. 414, and I'm out. Peace.